bed, sorting loose change into paper rolls from the bank. "To keep busy," she says. She has a classical music station on, the volume too high. There's a violin. It seems to be keening from the center of Karen's brain. Tears have given Lizzie's face a malleable look, pink and soft, as though if you pressed her cheek, the mark would stay. Karen's first impulse is to leave. Then she wants to advise Lizzie to move the coins off the bed. There's already a cloudy spot and a pile of debris on her comforter. She wonders how Lizzie got the rolls for the coins. Did she go to the bank? The tellers there are not friendly. Karen feels a pinch in her throat, a good feeling. She turns down the music and sits on the bed. She's shy about touching people who are upset, but she pats Lizzie's shoulder. "Let me do the nickels," she says. Soon, Lizzie makes a full recovery. Karen runs into her after a class. She's eating a banana and wearing new pants. "What do you think?" she asks. They're maroon corduroys, comfortable looking and also sleek. Karen thinks, have Lizzie's legs always been so thin? She says, "I love them." Lizzie says, "You should get them." "I can't. We can't have the same pants." "Oh, please, why not?" Karen buys a pair in blue. Karen has her own moments of vulnerability. At the end of winter, she is in a relationship with a guy who wears a suede fedora. When they first meet, she isn't drawn to him. The hat seems like a costume. His personality must be thin. As they spend time together, her perspective shifts. He tells Karen he spends the summer on a fishing boat in Alaska. She pictures him on the dark, sloshy ocean, imagines he has unseen depths. He tells her his father is always at work, and his mother has an autoimmune disorder. She's tired all the time. He says that when he lived at home, he cooked for his mother. He worries that without him, she'll stop eating. Karen is touched he is so caring. She passes the information on to Lizzie, sitting on the lawn in front of the physics building, sharing a bag of gummy sharks. "We had the longest talk. He really opened up." Lizzie sees it differently. She says, "That sounds awful for him. Is he okay?" Karen considers this. It is awful. She thinks more and a phrase pops into her head, something a cousin once said about her boyfriend. "He's okay. He possesses silent strength." "What is that?" says Lizzie. Karen picks up a brown leaf and begins to shred it. "He's resourceful." Her shirt has drifted up and the hem is bothering her waist. Her back is cool where the air meets her skin. The candy and alcohol and dining hall food, loaded with salt, says Lizzie, have left a mark. Karen's clothes are too small. When she sees her family during winter break, her aunt will exclaim, "Finally, you have hips!" Now she pulls down her shirt, tugs her pants, and wonders at how comfortable Lizzie looks, as if the earth underneath her were a pillow. Lizzie examines the marshmallow belly of one of the sharks. "What do you think is in these?" "I wanted to," Karen says to the guy with the fedora that night in her room. He turns to her, waiting. "The thing about your mom? It must be scary for you." She's concerned about him and worried about her earlier lack of concern. Was she callous? But there are no hard feelings. He responds warmly to her interest. It was difficult at home, he says, but it's worse being away. So he's considering dropping out of school, despite a scholarship. There are other problems. Someone in his dorm is in a messy relationship. She cries all night. "Annoying," says Karen. "No." He puts elbows on his knees. "Hearing people cry makes me sad." If this is true, Karen thinks, he really is sensitive. And he's torn between majoring in psychology and art history. He's interested in both and can't decide. Karen says he must stay in school. He owes it to himself. She suggests he double major. She tells him not to think about the weeping girl. Some people cry all the time. Karen herself cries a lot, but she's completely fine. The girl is probably completely fine. Anyway, there's nothing he can do about it. Karen tells Lizzie he's the most authentic person she's ever met. He's handsome when he takes his fedora off, and she even